They'll be calling you a radical. So the dog and pony show is really getting psychotic with TEPCO, TOSHIBA, the United States Department of Energy. People need to know that the nuclear island called Japan, the 100% this dog and pony, TEPCO, no. TOSHIBA, oh yeah. Hitachi, Mitsubishi, United States D.O.E. Yalta by the Sea. It is the United States experimental island. They run that show, and they are some corrupt, bow to the nuclear. We're going to make nuclear sexy again. Rick Perry, what? Like when you have your breast cut off or your prostate ripped out or have a central line hanging out of your jugular? I don't think nuclear was ever sexy. Like when it fried all the people at Hiroshima and Nagasaki. You know, what a fucking bunch of clown, lying, propagandist pieces of shit. So now they're saying, now this is real important, stay with me on this. So these scumbags are saying that this is the what, the 15th robot they stuck in there? So now Time magazine, US News, all the Washington Post, New York Times, CNN, I mean the propagandist cover-up of Fukushima. They won't mention Fukushima. You know, they reported in the first few days and then it's all gone away. They blackballed it, they covered it up, wouldn't even mention it. I like KSL here and, you know, the Deseret News and the Tribune. I'm going to them every day. You know, the Standard here in Utah, the Ogden Standard, worst newspaper in history, propaganda pieces of fucking shit. Cowards. I'm like, Fukushima, Fukushima, you got to talk about Fukushima. What's that? No, no, no. And then all of a sudden now, they all reporting on Fukushima. Fairy tale film, I mean, it's propaganda. You know, the nuclear cartel, look it up. I like how these assholes are telling you, oh, it's unfair that nuclear wind gets subsidized. What? You take the nuclear subsidy, the United States government subsidizes 13 different sources of energy. You take the other 12, times it by 40, you don't even get close to nuclear energy. Because of the nuclear bombs, the nuclear waste. This is a cash cow from hell. Sugar wars, molasses wars, textile wars, cocaine cowboys, plutonium wars. Fuck, that's a hot item now, Rick Perry, in the hole in Texas. So they're saying, these scumbags are reporting, oh, they possible fucking footage of some of the melted fuel in number 3. Possible fucking footage. Ha! Well, let's talk about it. Now, number one, this robot's in water, right? What the fuck's the cores doing in fucking water? What? You can see the pictures of the reactor sitting up. The spent fuel pools in number 3 was plumb full of fucking MOX fuel. Plumb fucking through the hot of the hot. Remember Santa Ana River? You remember the fucking contract on America in the 90s? They got it through. And it's a Riva. Another bankrupt rat fucking French pieces of shit. Fucking there. Even the French are backing out of nuclear now. The fairy tale, we have MOX fuel. Remember that? So they built Savannah River in South Carolina. The D.O.E. goes in. Chicago Bridge and Iron, General Electric, these whole cabals, they have billed the United States government, you the taxpayer paying for it. I mean, $29 billion, started out at 455, they've billed for 78% completion. DOE goes in and says they're only 28% completion. What? People go to jail for that shit. Not the nuclear cartel, the nuclear crime scene. They can kill, maim, fucking, and we can't fight back. They could try to kill me. They kill my father. They can kill Annika. And they could try to kill me. But I can't fight back. I can't fight. Ask Megan Rice. We can't fight back. You know, these scumbags. So, how? Okay, so they're getting down in there swimming? So what does that tell you? It tells you how much fresh water they're dumping on these things. Look, you think that the fucking core is in the ocean? Well, according to these videos, it is. No. No, so if this is true and it's swimming, how much fresh water are they dumping on those a day? Which that's what's going on. They're dumping so much, it's just like a nuclear reactor. Okay, they boil what, 1 million fucking gallons a minute? There's 410 of them. They argue, this is, oh no, it comes out. Now it goes in, comes back out on the ocean, on the rivers, fucking tap the aquifer at fucking Palo Verde in the fucking desert. They've got control of all the water in this country. So they'll tell you it doesn't. So we went out there years ago, a bunch of us activists at Diablo, found the spot, and San Onofre. Went out there, fucking, it comes out 20, 30 degrees hotter. Do the math, they're boiling all the Earth's water over and over. So, oh, energy, clean, green, nuclear energy is the answer to climate. No, it is climate change. I like uranium tailings. They're like, oh, it's natural in the earth. No. You know how much uranium it takes? So they take right here at Little Mountain, Utah, fucking here at the University of General Electric, they mine uranium-238. They centrifuge it. You know how much fucking 238 out of the ground it takes to even make a fucking ounce of 235? So they put it into a centrifuging process. They spin it, and this stuff comes out. Toxic, I mean, fuck, you want to talk about a fucking carbon footprint? Fucking hot water on fucking Balco. I mean, fuck. I remember talking to her. She won all the awards. She called me in the early days and says, oh, Kevin, I want to do a documentary about you and your father and your past. Everybody tells me that. I've been told that by fucking 100 times, but then they all back out. And I'll tell you what, everybody backs out away from me. I've had every fucking filmmaker you can document approach me, Europe, here, fucking all over the world. Then, because they have to raise fucking money. These guys Google me and they're like, whoa, this fucker's like NUKE away. He's way too hot to handle. Let's run. Yeah, this story's hardcore. I remember, I'm in the New York City airport. I think I was at JFK, because I usually fly to that shithole LaGuardia because it's cheap. I'm at JFK, and I got a call from, I can't believe it was the Princeton Review or fucking the New Yorker. Can we talk to you? Yeah, they wanted to do a piece. They were working on a piece on Fukushima. This is about 3 years. I'm plumb full of leukemia. I got my fucking shoes wrapped around my neck. You know, my 78 Converse. You know how I dress. And so, retro fucking nuclear on Balco. So they're in there, they interview me, and they're talking to me. I'll never forget it. The reporter tells me, he says, you know, I start talking about my cancer and being the bone marrow transplant, because I was in the fight then, you know, and he's like, fuck, we don't want to talk about that piece of it. That's too hard. Our viewers and myself even, I mean, that's too hard of a subject matter, the cancer. And I'm like, really? You fucking weaklings. But I learned that when I was in the bone marrow transplant at the top of LDS. I was one of the first, well, probably the first person to get permission, because my doctor's an anti-nuclear activist from fucking Copenhagen. He knows my path. That's why he took me. He's like, Kevin, you can bring in anybody you want. He overrode the fucking administrators, told them to fuck off. They told me I couldn't. He says, no, you can't. So I'd invite everybody and anybody to come in. You know, there's thousands of people watching my videos here. Megan and Melissa, the two young massage therapists here, they're the only ones that agreed to go. So they met me, we went up there, spent the day in there. You can talk to either one of them, they'll tell you it changed their life forever. I mean, sucked up freaking young females to 80 fucking pounds. It's a heartbreaking heartbreak, but you know, everybody should have to go into one, but the American populace won't deal with it. This dog and pony show that, these are, look, that's how much water they're dumping on these things a day. Well, where do you think the water's going? Oh, they're catching it in 900 tanks. You can do the math. That fucking, if that was true, they would have fucking 9 million fucking tanks. It's been going in the Pacific Ocean the entire time. It's like this dog and ponies. Now they're gonna dump it fucking by law, and I reported this from Vienna at the IAEA. By law, they got legal permission. Reported widely all over the world, they got legal permission to dump it into the fucking sea 3 years ago. Excuse me, 2 years ago, which they'd been doing anyway, so, and they came right out. We have legal permission, we're going to start dumping it directly into the ocean. So this dog and pony show, they're going to dump, that's what they caught in the early days. That's what they're saying they got, which they've been dumping the whole fucking, you think, remember their ice wall? So we as activists, I did lecture after lecture on this university all over. Kevin, you're crying about this nuclear disaster, it's going to happen, where's it going to happen? I used to say, it's going to happen at either San Onofre, Diablo Canyon, or Fukushima, Japan. We knew Fukushima had already had a fucking accident before in the late 90s. We knew what a catastrophe that fucker was. We knew all over Japan. Earthquake zones, ring of fire, hello. Not on the fucking beach of nuclear waste, by the way. So you know, they've moved from Monterey to Laguna. Now they've moved the nuclear waste hearing not on the fucking beach, the California Land Commission, to San Diego in October. So, but I got news, it's headed to whip. So, you know, bad option? Fuck. They're all bad options. Fucking, we call it the fucking best worst option. Fucking yucca, whip, fuck. Shooting into space, which they did. I mean, the experiment made it. I mean, what are you going to do with it? And all these people that fight every... Let's just keep making more, you fucking monsters. So, these fucking photographs, I mean, I looked at them. Remember, the MOX fuel that was sent here from here to Japan, it was in Unit 3. By the way, armed ships have brought it back, look it up, from Japan back to the United States. By the way, Arriva from France shipped nuclear waste to Japan because they restarted up their nuclear weapons plant in Japan. Remember I did the report on it a couple years ago? And I said, right on Nagasaki, on August 9th. I says, what kind of madman would do that on August 9th? I mean, are you kidding me? They're going to restart this, and my video made it on the front page, so a typhoon hit it as they are in the startup. When they're in the restartup is the most dangerous of any reactor. So they're in the restartup, a big typhoon hit it. It got full of seaweed. It was reported, so I reported it. I'm on the front page, I read it. Those fuckers don't get it. All we hear is Radio Gaga, Radio Goo Goo. So, that's what the internet is. Johnny come lately. I mean, fucking, I sit in my house and do a fucking dissertation and spin about something I read. My commentary, the analysis, fuck that. I'm an activist in the fuck, sir. I've been at this for fucking my whole life. I don't eat, sleep, drink it. I literally sleep with it. Fucking given 2 months to live, fucking 5.5 years ago. AML, the fucking nuclear industry, fucking gave it to me. Open heart surgery, May 1st. I'm headed to the doctor right now. So, this is the fuel all blue. It all blew. I mean, I put up fucking video footage of all of it, not just the first blow. When it blew up on June 14th, I have that footage. We fucking spent our lives capturing that. When it's blue, that's, I mean, fuck. You know, we've documented this in history like no other. My fucking group, myself, Post-Ignorance, the Post-Ignorance Project, Oppenheimer Manhattan Project. You know, so, is it too late? Well, for a lot of us it is. Looks like it for the Pacific Ocean, the still-hit salmon. Look like it's much too late. You tried so hard and got so far, but in the end, I had to fall and lose it all. In the end, boy, did I fall and lose it all. I was a millionaire when I got sick. One day, stomach ache. October 13th, 2011. Somebody asked me today, were you an activist of post cancer? Oh no. Fucking, I mean, watch my videos. Out of my mouth, into my ear. I tried so hard and got so far, but in the end, I had to fall and lose it all. Because you think I'm part of your fucking property. I'm not nobody's property, the United States fucking D.O.E. Fuck them. I guess they own us all now. You know, it's called the jet stream. It's in us all now. It's fucking outrageous what they did to us. And the fucking environmental community, what a fucking bunch of losers joke. Fucking right-wing Trumpettes and then the fucking hypocrites, the Obamacans. What a bunch of pieces of shit in their fairy tale feel-good shit. Go block a fucking Jill Stein fucking, what a phony. Fucking so disgusting, so over the top. So these photographs, yeah, maybe it is some nuclear waste, but you know how much was in it? It's probably some of the fucking spent fuel pools. Some of the MOX fuel that was over there, they were MOX and turned it into fucking weapons grade fucking plutonium. That's what they do with it. That's what they do. That's what Japan is. And if you don't believe me, you look up Arriva. Made their fucking shipment, and the activists in France fought them. They just shipped here just a couple weeks ago a fucking big shipload of fucking nuclear waste from France to the nuclear weapons plant in Japan to turn it into fucking weapons grade. Look it up. I mean, why would that's the only one they opened? The only one they fucking real? Because that's what they're there for. They're not there. Look, 48 reactors offline. They told us that they made up 70% of the fucking greed in Japan. They make up none. So that's impossible, right? 48 reactors go offline for fucking years and years. Not one rolling blackout. Not one. Because they lied. They don't make up any of the grid. In fact, they use up the grid to keep their spent fuel pools fucking cool. Okay, well, they argue with me at San Onofre for years and years. Oh, you shut down about the union jobs, all the fake union. I expose the fake union workers, and I'm an ex-old union worker. I'm an ex-union plaster. You know, Buslo's, Joni Ray and I, when I'm fucking sicker than fuck, you know, at the San Onofre here, and I'm the one that packed that fucking house. You know, that's back when people gave a fuck and were following me, and fuck everybody quit me. I ain't gonna quit you. I ain't gonna fucking quit you, Blanche. I ain't gonna quit you when they all fucking quit me. You know, I got a few hardcores that support this activism, this historic work. You know, I'm walking over the dock right now. This is my walk. I walk up the fucking mountain every day, through the campus, into my place, the Stewart Library, where I do my work. You know, right where Edward Abbey did his. Down through, it's about a fucking 1.5 mile hike each way, over to the hospital. I usually have fucking lunch over there because it's cheap. They have some organic stuff. Get my juice at the store right there at the Smith's. Mike brings me this really great organic fresh juice. Sell it. He knows my situation, so he always sells it to me cheap. I eat that, back through, because don't come back around here no more. Because I know what happens. The cancer just comes back. I know. My fucking friend, they patterned the treatment after me. 9 years out. Called me. It's back. Don't come around here no fucking more. So I have to be militant. The wolf's on my neck, and I know that. I'm not going to give up. It is on yours, too. Live like we have cancer before we have cancer. So stand tuned. This is a dog and pony show. The pictures, I think they're real. I think the little camera, I mean, and Toshiba, think about the Korean. Toshiba's broke, Westinghouse bankrupted, and the Chicago Bridge. By the way, I hope you shorted General Electric, like I said. Well, I hope you shorted Chicago Bridge, like I told you. I mean, it went from 35 to, you know, it got to 12. It's at 18. They're done. You know, unless Trump and boys fucking bail them out. So they got a consortium fucking to bail out Toshiba. Remember, Toshiba's bankrupt. Fucking biggest, Westinghouse bankrupt. And the nuclear cartel, we're going to put on a reactor in China every fucking month. Starting in 2008, they ain't putting one on. They can't finish because it's all a lie. It's a fucking Arriva. Fucking their towers to Babylon. They lied because they get all the money up front. The money's in the fucking waste for the bombs. They don't care if they ever complete one of these fuckers. They know they're not there for energy. It's a government subsidy. It's called Price Anderson. Look it up. You know, scumbags. And then they hypnotize the Al Gore fucking rat. Fucking. The answer to fucking climate change is the thing that's causing climate change. Nuclear energy is climate change. Nuclear energy has killed the Pacific Ocean. Ask the Stillhead. The Great Pacific Genocide. I mean, hypothesized Kevin Blanch. You know, maybe the greatest PhD in human history. You know, as I started it on March 11th, you know, I was in the fucking Nevada test site, Utah dump site, protesting the Italian waste coming in when Fukushima happened. I got home, fucking saw it. I'm like, oh no, I heard through that video up that fucking day. All in. It's going to give you leukemia. It's going to give you leukemia. Then I got leukemia in October. A death sentence, given 2 months to fucking live. Fucking aortic valve gone, fucking birth defect. But I walked from Mexico to San Francisco. I mean, Google dead tide pools, you get me. Google the Megan Rice fucking hearing and trial, you get me. Google fucking the San Onofre fucking trials and hearings and fucking shut down, you get me. Diablo Canyon, you get me. Fuck, I won't stop there. Over and over in Vienna, fighting with the fucking IE, you get me. How's that even possible? One guy full of leukemia broke. Forked over everything I had. My whole life fucking flipped. I tried so hard and got so far. But in the end, stay tuned.